Okay, so like I said, ladies and gentlemen, before no introduction or outro, doing it the same day. I did that other Bleach reaction thing, Rebirth of Souls. Tier Haribella, I don't know what her name is, but very, very super pretty anime waifu girl. Oh my god, man. And there was a lot of fun doing the freaking thumbnail for that one. I always love doing thumbnails when it comes to those super fine hot ass. I don't care if I'm simping for it or not. I don't give a rat's freaking asshole about it, but even if they're not real, whatever. I still like them anyways. Should be natural as a guy. Tracked him sexually. I have to say it like that. It's just so stupid. I don't know why. To little hot ass anime waifu girls. And certain VTuber tricks too. The thing is, it makes that a lot kind of dangerous. And I'm not no psychologist, therapist, or complete far into that. I'm no therapist or psychiatric person or anything like that, but it's very, very dangerous the second you start doing parasocial relationships with those people. So, number one, you don't even know who most of their faces look like. Unless it was like the three that I knew before, like they were VTubers like Amalie Alichuk or Natasha Nyanyers, or whatever she's going by nowadays. And the other one used to be a part of the Pokemon community, and she started doing VTubing. I remember back in the day, she used to go by Shelby and Tricky. I think she just goes by Tricky now. And the whole drama thing that happened last year because of the whole, stuff with Trump and everything. I ain't gonna get into that. Anyways, and I've been seeing a lot of things, even though last year and the year before I've seen a little bit here and there. I don't want to get into it because it gets into super, super, like, head first in the whole political left-right paradigm thing. In my personal opinion, it's a bullshit ass illusion of life. In my personal opinion, it feels almost like a fan fiction of anything. But I'm not gonna get too much deep into it because I don't want to shit on too many people. I've been seeing a lot of certain B-mode YouTubers. I'm not even gonna say the girl's name. She's just a very, very big, ginormous ass political like YouTuber. Even though she gets more into like the Democrat side too. It's not even because of that. Even if she was on the Republican side, I still don't give a shit about her. But very ginormous, prominent YouTuber. She's been getting a lot of reactions to a lot of VTubers and stuff. I even watched another one. I talked about her a few times. Chelsea or the Destroyer. I know she reacted to another one a couple days ago on her. So if I remember to leave the link down below, I'm going to leave it down below. Some people might know what I'm talking about. She always looks like that one chick from back in the day, boxing. It's the only hint I'm going to give you. And she has a real thin New York accent, New York Staten Island accent, but it's not real thick. It comes out a little bit, though. And it's crazy, too, because I've seen some of her videos occasionally. Not because I'm getting brainwashed and the mind control psyop shit of propaganda and all that shit, but yeah, some of the stuff she said I'll agree with a little bit. Not all of it. Well, anyways, this one's called SCP-DollHouse. It was another one. This is from like 5 years ago. It was a while back, but I didn't even know this was a thing. I remember it was the Plague Doctor one I think they did last year, but I didn't get to react to it. This one's way old, but it was another YouTuber chick named Aurelia. So I'll leave the link to her reaction. I haven't watched any of this stuff at all, so 2 months ago. I might do a little bit of internet news, so this is probably going to be a way longer reaction than the other one. That's why I sped it up and probably going to have to pause it a few times because commercials. 3, 2, 1, let's go. See how crazy this one's going to be. You're probably not going to be able to hear me. I'll pause it just because I have to say something about it.
If anything pops off, we're going to have a hard time telling people it was a gas leak.
Depends on what happens. Powers, what's the pull at now?
Save it, Coleman, you had your chance.
I wasn't talking to you, O'Neill. Powers, when's the betting close?
When we get out of the car. You gonna call it?
Depends on the pool.
Fletcher?
250. Given the intel, Cognito has her. That's my final answer.
Done. Hell yeah! Always wanted to take your fucking money.
Ready up! Let's get it, boys.
Already, it's feeling like that whole thing that Tom Clancy shot. Not no typical Battlefield stuff and Call of Duty sort of like commentary, like cutscene, straight out of the Xbox thing and all that stuff, and it's on PS4, PS5 sort of era, mainly like PS4 era for me, because I still never got a chance to play PS5 Pro. Maybe one day, hopefully I will. Actually, because I know at the end of this year, the GTA 6 game is supposed to freaking be coming out. So I'm now kind of like, man. I'm kind of like, want to give in to like something to, man, I really want to give them my money, but all the mistakes again, kind of like political wise on their games. I'm praying that the whole GTA 6 isn't the whole, I'm not trying to get in the whole wokeism thing. They can't kind of like all those military like FPS sort of things. I'm getting a vibe from that.
Payload 01 to talk. We've passed Vector, moving to the target building. Over.
Roger, 01, over.
Probably be a couple jump scares that end up happening. I haven't seen none of this at all yet. Serious. On the second I start putting those night vision goggles, you got the freaking little like AR assault rifle, you know, PPUs. And it was crazy. And like I said, I'm not trying to throw in political BS is happening, because especially here in the United States, it's been happening big time. Second the orange man dude Trump took office, supposedly, because at the end of the day, I know my personal opinion is that people way higher than levels of him that we don't see. My personal opinion, this is me here talking. You don't have to believe me or lie. Most of you unfortunately won't believe me, but whatever. But if you that do, thanks. And I swear, I'm not the one with all the answers. Like I said in my older video, but and now he's using that whole power of ICE to take out all those dangerous crimes, illegal immigrants here and there. I wish it would show that it's not just the race and madness, it's my Latinos that are getting taken back to their own countries. There's other people in other races in this too. There's a couple of Asian people there, Middle Eastern people. It showed with a couple of Haitians they were taking it. I'm not sure if that's all just for show, or it's just like, I always used to hear, the world is just a stage. She just called it a Broadway stage. Or is the stage psychological, psychiatric, psychological side event that's happening? So all the freaking normies and sheep can stand and say, oh yeah, Donald Trump's, he's making the freaking America more cleaner and safer again, taking all the drug, cartel people away, and getting away from our families and saving us and all that shit. Hey, they can eat the freaking propaganda as much as they want. Me, I just see it as like like a Netflix documentary, in my opinion. Well, anyways, it's fun. Just my hot take there. As far as in politics, I'm gonna get into ISIS. They were raiding a whole bunch of other places, taking out these fools. I don't know if it's real or not. It could be fake, it could be staged, it could be the real deal. I don't know. And like I said, it was a couple of weeks ago, it was like 3 or 3.5 weeks ago, it was a big ass freaking protest, not that far away from where I live, in Nevada. And it could have got way worse than it already did, but let's move on. Coming from. I mean, I assume it's not the basement, it's gotta be the attic.
Talk, this is Payload 01, building secure. Moving to SSE, over. 02 and 3, on me. We'll handle the first floor.
Time's
to go look for nothing.
Come on, Coleman. Foundation's gotta know what kind of porn Middle America's got stashed in their closet.
Classified, some secret FBI, NSA sort of documents, and that's supposed to be looking into. But so part of the military is okay for them to do that. You know, this is like from 5 years ago, and it's supposed to be a parallel ultimate dimension. I'm not gonna lie, some of that SCP when I send the fan fictions of it, and there's another VTuber I used to listen to a lot last year, especially. I listen occasionally. I talked about her once or twice. There's one from Romania named Pause. I know she watched a bunch of the SCP things, and man. I just like listening because it's a super pretty ass Romanian accent. Very, very pretty IRL too. I know I didn't meet her IRL, but those pictures of her out there. And luckily they weren't OBA fans or anything. It was just decent shit. I think it was for Halloween because he dressed up as like a freaking, I don't know what it was, like an elf or a witch or something. She looked good too. Real cute. Anyways. Yeah, some of them sound real cringy and silly. When it comes to the whole creepypasta stuff, like the whole backroom shit, oh, there's an SCP of this and that, like, I don't know, and maybe trying to be big like how Yu-Gi-Oh is, or a monumentous like anime series like how Attack on Titan or Hero Academia was, or obviously the one that I like a lot was like Pokemon. Maybe it's trying to be that big, but and some of the stuff for it sounds really, really embarrassing and silly and kind of dumb. It's like how a lot of these, they ain't Gen Z, but like some even the Gen Alpha kids, like, they were big into that whole Among Us thing. Or Fall Guys. I think that's what their generation of Pokemon is, maybe SCP. So for me, it's just, I don't know. If they made them into real badass, like, fan movies like this, then it'd be a lot more appealing to me personally.
Computer's a mess. Nothing's working right. I think it's got the clap.
Any intel?
The densest part of this hard drive is the directory for a program called Java. It's software that's been running since before we got here. Looks just as fucked as the rest of this machine. It keeps crashing, hitching, and rebooting.
What's the program do?
I don't know, just spits out code. All gibberish.
You guys personally know any shrinks?
Are you asking because it's related to the mission, or are you just curious?
The female occupant. Any idea why this is here? She's living with this shrink, possibly in a relationship. Why is he bringing his work home with him?
I don't know, I'm not a shrink.
Didn't your friends in Langley do her background?
Yeah, none of this came up.
How the fuck did somebody get institutionalized and not let that go on record? You see that? She was in for a year, but people think she just went for a long walk. If Langley missed that, how much else don't we know?
Yeah, it's very spooky, but it's not the kind of anomaly we're after. Keep looking. Hey, TL, can you come here for a sec?
What is it?
Anybody else been in the living room since we came up here?
No.
Okay, so who moved out all the furniture? Hey, stop right there!
This is 01. We've spotted suspect 2 moving to apprehend. Over.
That's probably where all the chaos and shit's gonna happen. All the furniture like that.
This is 01. Lost contact with suspect 2. Searching the area. Over.
There are hidden doors, some bullshit?
I like a challenge.
West, get up here, right now.
Couldn't have gone too far.
You find anything down there?
Nothing concrete. What happened up here?
Suspect 2 walked into this room from the other door. We went after her, but didn't find anything.
TL, you're gonna need to see this.
Got something?
Come here, check this out, all of you. See this? I finally fucking lost it.
Fuck me.
Doc, this is Payload 01. We've passed trigger. Area appears to have non-Euclidean geometry that extends the house to an unknown degree. Moving in to reconnoiter the new area. Over.
Oh man, I never heard of that one. What the hell is a Euclidean? Well, I got to go like on DuckDuckGo or some shit, or name, God forbid, Bing. I don't see it on Google.
Status on suspect 2. Over.
Suspect's location is unknown at this time. Over.
Roger that.
Understood. 01 out.
Any luck? Nope. Just a lot of shit I don't understand.
It looks like that's gonna be some like deep web, dark web shit, man. Stuff in the darknet. Oh my god. And that's a big giant old school channel, but Full Mudahar somewhere in that game where Super already know a bunch of shit about that, man. Because he always does that virtual machine stuff. That motherfucker's funny as hell sometimes, though, too, man. Hilarious ass dude. Anyways, yeah, I have a feeling some bad juju vibes is gonna happen in there. They gotta get the hell out of there, but I have a feeling they're probably not gonna leave whatever demonic entity presence is probably gonna keep them there. They're probably never gonna see their friends or family again. So they're probably gonna be fucked, unfortunately.
O'Neill, you know anything about the word cardoon?
Oh shit, there it is.
Affiliations are still unknown at this time, but it's likely to assume they are not the attackers from 2 days ago. If it is indeed a raid, then the methods employed don't line up when compared to the MO of the previous attackers. It is, however, possible that they may be connected through an anonymous tip between the 2 groups. What mutual benefit that would imply can only be speculated. Wait, something's not right.
Stay frosty.
Frosty.
23, 12, 15. 23, 12, 15.
I'm gonna go back in.
Fuck, my knobs just turned off. Mine too. I can't see shit. Coleman, you see something? Shit!
Coleman, you good?
Yeah. What the fuck was that? Sir, we need to go right now.
Talk, this is Payload 01.
Really get the fuck out of that shit, man. Really tail the fuck out of there badly.
A threat in the building. Current weapons possibly insufficient. Permission to clear out, over.
Brandon 01, you're out of there.
Roger that. 01 out.
Fuck this house.
Wes, let's go.
23, 12, 15.
You gotta be kidding me.
23, 12, 15. 23, 12.
Talk, this is 01. 06 is down. I repeat, 06 is down. Possibly KIA, over.
What should we do?
12,
Nothing we can't do. We need to move.
23, 12, 15.
It's what I'd like to call. How are you doing?
We had there was a gas leak. Is everything okay?
Everything is fine.
Nobody's come to the house.
No, there is nobody here. Everything is fine.
If you insist, just checking in on you.
Completely understandable.
All right, well, sorry to wake you. Have a good night.
You too. Goodbye.
Target is no longer present.
Tried to raise you guys earlier. What happened to West?
He's gone. What?
How?
Dude got fucking vaporized or something.
Did you see anything else while you were in there? Anything that might point to what we're dealing with?
I don't even know how to describe it. It was almost like a broken video game. Everything was glitching out, even the suspects.
Any clues on your end?
Just speculation. I think, this is just a guess, I think what you've seen here is connected to this computer. These glitches appearing may coincide with a lot of what I've seen on this machine. I think it's affecting everything in the area. Don't really know how or why, but like I said, it's my best guess right now.
So, theoretically, if you're right, then if we take that shit with us, it could possibly begin to affect things outside of the house?
That's assuming it isn't already doing that. Could have spread across this whole block for all we know.
So do we leave the laptop here?
That's a very good question.
Why don't we just hit the power switch?
No, we don't know what will happen once it's off.
Yeah, I don't want to be part of that experiment.
Here's what we can do. I can stay here while you guys return to the vehicle. I'll copy the important files over to a secure drive and then shut everything down.
You sure about that, Fletcher?
I'm sure.
I'll stay too. If you go down, I can finish the job.
Try to make it quick. Let's move out.
Good luck, boys.
So far south, this shit's gonna be. They're gonna be shit canned so badly. I look like some female Slender Man shit there.
So much for that bet.
Come on, O'Neill. Nobody's ever won that.
Yeah, always wanted to see a ghost, though. Fuck, my nods are no good. You almost done?
Yeah, we're good. Let's go.
That's credits things on the people that made all the special effects on all There's a bunch of thoughts, views, opinions, speculations I got on this one. And this breaks me a half-hour reaction, but whatever. I guess before I say it again, I don't know. I just feel like it was, like Slender Man meets the whole Battlefield series and Medal of Honor games that they had back in the mid-late 2000s. I don't even know if they still make them now in 2025 or not. It was good. It was, you know what? Give them a golf clap for that. It was real nice. Usually I don't like getting a lot of like horror or bloody or gory sort of like type of like movies toward the things. I usually kind of stay away from that type of shit. It's not even because I'm a coward or any of these other like, discriminatory words they try to use against, you're just another pussy or any of that shit, and chicken shit or any of that stuff. I'm none of those things. Or like, I'm a simp or a beta or a cuck or any of that stuff. It has nothing to do with that at all. So I try to keep, granted, unfortunately, like almost every week, if it's not every day, every week, I still do have a couple sinful thoughts, especially when it comes to shit like lusting and that and the profanity. For sure, I'm not. So I'm never going to be a perfect person. Nobody is. But it did really good on this. I like this. I like how they did it. It's awesome. Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about, yeah. The chick pause, yeah. I know she did a couple reactions to those before. I never watched it my own self. I'll probably just watch them on my own time, see what she thought about it. As far as everything else goes, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if they ever try to strike a deal with like the old, around a lot more older dinosaur news media, like what they call legacy media, like stuff from. So at least in there says like HBO or like, You know, they're all over the world now, like Netflix or some stuff like that. Or, you know, granted nowadays, you know, yeah, the dude Trump might be president of the United States, but like, and then they says that he might try to change how Hollywood is and stuff, and they might make all these woke ass movies from the left and all that shit. Try to make old school movies from the 80s, 90s again, but more modernized. Thing is, when they try to do that, it's not me trying to shit on people, especially the ones like, since I was born and raised in like a household church and all that stuff, Christianity and all that stuff. You know, those Spanish speaking ones, I didn't really get to know what they were saying that much, anyways. Until I was like an English Christian church, and I was able to understand and grasp it a little bit better. The message was meant, but like, the was it's kind of just the same old stuff. To me, and this is not me trying to jab at Christians. I know it's in the 90s and 2000s, so it was like a little bit more of a different time. And then there was a bunch of different divinations of Christianity and all that. This is the monotheist people, and then there's like the Methodist ones, and there's Jehovah's Witness, and then there's what's it called, Faith Lutheran sort of thing, and there's a whole bunch of other ones out there. I don't know, maybe like nowadays Christianity probably changed a little bit. That's not me just trying to bash them, because I know I've been to a couple experiences. Some churches just feel, I don't really always feel genuine. Just feel like they put on this fake bullshit ass personality, and they just pretended like they're your best friend. Like, oh, like we're glad to hear here, brother and sister, and all that stuff in Christ. It feels like a fake salesman optic thing, man. It doesn't feel real to me, bro. I'm sorry, no. I'm not saying that the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and all that stuff's not real. I mean, to me personally, that's very, very real. And I've said in a couple of my videos before, as long as you have it, unless you're an atheist or not atheist, you don't have to listen to it. If you want to, go for it. Unless you have an actual personal relationship with Yahshua Hashem, the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, and all that. And to me, I don't even read the Bible that much either. I know I'm reading it 2-3 times out of the month, at least. Mainly the only 2 I ever read, like 3. Sometimes the Luke, John 1, or rarely Matthew, and mainly Revelation. That's the one that always caught my eye, fascinated me the most, because it has so many things to do with apocalypse stuff and end of the world thing. That's the only thing kind of Bible I ever like paid the most attention to. Not because trying to start a cult or any of that stuff, any of that other shit either. Just that's the only part of the Bible that the most, to me personally, it's always gave me a glimpse of fascination and interest about that. Other than that, I'm not going to say the rest is boring. Yeah, you could use them as life lessons if you want to. It's completely up to you guys. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. You live the life however the fuck you want to live it. I'm going to live it however the hell I want to live it. Anyways, yeah, getting back to this though, I went way off track there. Yeah, it's kind of a mix between Slender Man. If any people have played old school 2010s games like Terraria and and a lot of these like ones that try to be scary in the mid-late 2010s, or a lot of these indie games like the Baldi's Basic things or Bending the Ink Machine, and even that other one that came out like that was like late December, early January, the Me Side thing. I never even talked about that one on this channel at all, but that whole it's like an anime visual novel thing about super pretty hot cute anime girl that like I think you get to go into their universe. I don't know if you get isekai or isekai, however you say it. And there's just another version of, DEATH, getting unalived, and then you go to another universe and you live there. One thing I know is that like she's this girl with this blue cap from this game, like I said before, it's from Me Side. I ain't even talk anything about it, but I heard it got a lot of good reviews. It's pretty crazy. But I heard it did really, really good. I seen a little bit of gameplay of it. It looks funny, real hilarious. I mean, and then after a while, it gets into scariness and horrorness and insanity and all that stuff. And it kind of like mixed with that, and it mixed with old Slender Man. If any of you guys remember this other one, it's from the Warner Brothers games. That's the other dude. If any of you guys are still here, I know I would say his name, guys, but that dude, Rich Vespucci, aka the dude Review Tech USA, and I used to be a really, really big fan of him. Besides Castlevania, there was another one. And it had that girl's name. I think her name was Ailey or Ellie. Oh man, I don't remember the name of the game, but I know Warner Brothers was the one that made that. And it's not Dead Space 1, 2, or 3, but it's something else like that. Oh no, her name was Elma or Alma, and she looks like the chick from The Ring. I don't remember what the freaking name of that game was called, but She kind of looks like that a little bit, mixed with Slender Man. And then Misa and all the other horror, scary, gory jump scare sort of games. I don't know. It was okay. It wasn't the best thing in the world. It wasn't the worst thing. I didn't even know they had screen acting, like, for voice casting. Or so they weren't even talking the whole time. It was just somebody doing a voiceover, voice acting for those characters. And that's when people probably go, oh, this is being racist and messed up because the black dude was the one that died first. He's the one that got sucked into the freaking curse or whatever. So I know some black people, probably gonna take offense to that shit. Unfortunately. And then the last little bit thing, the ominous music, they did really, really good on that. Just like when I saw the one I wish I would have did a reaction with, but I watched in my own time, so it wouldn't be a genuine reaction, it would be fake, unfortunately. The Plague Doctor one, that one was really super good. So people that keep giving this Kickstarters for these like little miniature fan-made movies, keep doing them, man. This your money's going to somewhere. Even though it's not gonna change the difference on the world IRL, but entertainment-wise, it did good. So just 4 little quick movie news, internet news, and I'll see you in a second. Okay. Guys, it's funny because I only heard about this 2 days ago, but this came almost 2 full months, a while back. Now they do one of these nostalgia, early mid-2000s rap hip-hop artists, dudes in New Jersey. And I remember later on he had to be on Love and Hip Hop. You know, some of that stuff's probably already scripted most of the time anyways. A lot of it's not even real. You know, there's probably a little 1 or 2 little bits of it that might be real, but it just gets fabricated and some, unfortunately, a lot of fake reality TV stuff. So, Mr. Rapper and podcaster Joe Budden charges of being completely, quote, in all natural, I guess, nakedness. Apartment complex. This comes from the Grio, January 1st. So this is really old now, but it's gonna read a tiny bit of it. And they heard this from him. It was Jamal, aka Jamal. And it was called Hot New Hip Hop News. I think that's what it was. Or Fresh Hip Hop. So, anyways, yeah, this hip hop store was charged for lewdness on December 4th, indecent involving neighbor. Rapper podcaster Joe Budden was criminally charged in New Jersey. Not even this week, that was like 2 months ago. Reportedly being seen completely, way in the nude by a neighbor at their apartment complex. One thing I remember is that he says he had like trouble like going to sleep and he has sleepwalking things. That's insane. I thought it was like 50 or 55. He's only 44. Wow. So he's not that far away from my age, or I'm not that far away from his age, almost. You know, Granny's like almost a whole decade older than me, but whatever. It's crazy. Hopefully, it's crazy they end up letting him out though. So, luckily, not to do prison time. And there's a little bit of video game news from Microsoft. So, unfortunately, Microsoft fans, Xbox fans, they might not like this. Microsoft thinks that Xbox new generative AI could save classic games, future-proof gaming libraries. Future-proof game libraries. This comes from Tweaktown. I'm going to get a credit to Derek Strickland. Alright. It says Microsoft hopes to use AI technology to preserve older games and potential foolproof backwards compatibility. I had to take my drink in there. That was a lot of them too. Microsoft is all. Hold on. I don't know what that is. Alright, it's still recording. I was about to say, I hope it didn't freeze my reaction stuff. In all artificial intelligence, and Xbox briefly discussed AI plans. First, Xbox signed a multi-year deal in in-world uses generative AI narrative quest design in games. Microsoft has announced Muse, its own tech that is able to generate gameplay sequences. Muse trained using real-world inputs from players in Ninja Theory's Bleeding Edge game. I remember hearing that company before, Ninja Theory. I don't know if that was like a program thing from NVIDIA or something, or that was from like Unreal Engine. I don't know. So this other news, this is the one I was talking about a little earlier. I don't know if it was in this video, or it could have been, or just another video from before. Another Kick streamer, sadly. So yeah, attacked an Al-Qaeda. Kick streamers attacked an Al-Qaeda after a bar altercation. Man holding an empty bottle chased down an icy road. I don't know if this is the one where the dude threw the snowball at the Japanese dude. I didn't watch it, but man, I saw like a quick picture thing of it and it did not look good. And that's the type of thing that's going to be emotionally distraught. I will get literally angry as fuck I do videos on that. Well, whatever. So, yeah, Kick streamers were attacked in, I'm not going to say that word, I guess Sapporo, an altercation in the bar. The man known as the channels is called Gangan, or Gangan TV, and Lord Hito were chatting with a woman when the former suggested going to a Love Hotel. To another person who was at the bar, he said, said she was his girlfriend. Things started to turn ugly as someone tried to grab on Gagan, however you said, TV's phone. The streamers left the bar, but were followed by a man holding an empty bottle. Oof. Chasing down icy roads in intense. And that's a whole other separate thing in Japan, man. It's crazy because South Korea, I remember a couple months when I did the video about the whole Johnny Smiley bullshit or whatever. The Korean dudes in South Korea, it took them to like show that fool Johnny Smiley, the other dude. I don't know, the other African American, Moreno black dude. You can't be doing this bullshit in this country. It's not like how it is in the United States. Because over here in the United States, this is a whole other different thing out here. And I'm not saying every black person uses the race card. Like, you're being racist to me. You're not supposed to do that to me, officer or cop or any of that. But, like, I know how some black people are when it comes to that shit, man. And then they own and rule every single little thing in freaking road and neighborhood they go to. And that's not really the case at all. And I say my race and Hispanic Latinos aren't any better either. Because when I went out to Cali for the first time, or even here, some of them just act like super ghetto trash. That's how every freaking race and ethnicity is. They're going to be super smart, intellectual, reasonable ass people. Actually think like human beings. Or there's going to be mindless zombie idiot fucks. Unless I'm being, I'm being a supremacist, racist person. Nah. That's just fucking facts, in my opinion. And then this one has nothing to do with anything, but I know this from Street Fighters. Came out like 3 weeks ago. I didn't even know this was a thing, but because I haven't been following it that much. But the one that was in King of Fighters, I always freaking mess up her last name. I think Shiruni. Shiruna. Casual bedroom costume made playable with Venom in the works for Street Fighter 6 thanks to these mods. This came from Dakota Dark Horse from Event Hubs. And they look really, really nice too. Link to the rest of Season 2 characters from Street Fighter Mai Sharanai only has 2 outfits to pick for the game. It's probably not going to be changing soon. That being said, however, Mai does technically have another costume we've seen in Street Fighter 6 that's not playable normally. Man, the pictures are there. This one, I didn't even know she had a freaking Venom suit, but dang. This one and the other one that she was in right here, I thought she was really, really, that's super peak there. I guess how Gen Zero says, that's peak, that's the Gayat, however you say that. It's hilarious, it's cute. I still like when she does a little smiley face, that still looks uncanny valley. But like the rest of the time when she does her final moves, those look freaking baller shit. Those look freaking absolute badass. Anyways, that's all I say from out here. Peace out, my chakra. Let's come back to the side. Don't take any of the stuff that Big Farmer can go and get you. Talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. Stay tuned with your content and reaction videos. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Come on. Take it easy.